My Lords and members of the House of Commons, my government will pursue policies aimed at meeting the challenges which the United Kingdom faces at home and abroad. A stable economy is the foundation of a fair and prosperous society. My government will continue to maintain low inflation, sound public finances, and high employment. At the heart of my government's programme will be further action to provide strong, secure and stable communities and to address the threat of terrorism. My government will put victims at the heart of the criminal justice system, support the police and all those responsible for the public safety, and proceed with the development of ID cards. A bill will be brought forward for the next stage of reform of the criminal justice system, giving the police and probation services new powers to protect the public from violent offenders and antisocial behaviour. Legislation will be introduced to improve the way that offenders are managed and supervised. Measures will be brought forward to give law enforcement agencies new powers to combat serious and organised crime. A bill will be introduced to provide the Immigration Service with further powers to police the country's borders, tackle immigration crime, and to make it easier to deport those who break the law. A bill will be introduced to provide for trials without a jury in serious fraud cases. Legislation will be brought forward to improve the administration of justice by reforming the tribunal system, the qualifications for judicial appointment, and the enforcement of judgments. My government will publish a bill on climate change as part of its policy to protect the environment, consistent with the need to secure long-term energy supplies. My government will continue its investment in and reforms of the public services in order to improve further their effectiveness and to help the most vulnerable members of society. My government will take forward legislation to reform the welfare system and to reduce poverty. A bill will be introduced to improve the system of child support. A bill will be introduced providing for long-term reform of pensions. Legislation will provide for free off-peak local bus travel for pensioners and disabled people. My government's programme of educational reform will continue to raise standards in schools to help all children achieve their full potential. A bill will be introduced to reform the further education system so that it can better equip people with the skills that they and the economy need. My government will carry through the modernisation of healthcare based on the founding principles of the National Health Service. A bill will be introduced to provide a better framework for treating people with mental disorders. Draft proposals will be published to reform the regulation of human embryology. A draft bill will be published to tackle road congestion and to improve public transport. My government will publish proposals to reform the planning system. Legislation will provide for improved arrangements for consumer advocacy and for the regulation of estate agents. My government will also continue its programme of reform to provide institutions that better serve a modern democracy. It will work to build a consensus on reform of the House of Lords and will bring forward proposals. Bills will provide for reform of local government and enhanced powers for the Mayor and Assembly for London. Legislation will be introduced to create an independent board to enhance confidence in government statistics. Members of the House of Commons, estimates for the public services will be laid before you. My Lords and members of the House of Commons, my government will work closely with the devolved administrations in Scotland and Wales. My government will work towards the restoration of devolution in Northern Ireland, including by bringing forward legislation. The Duke of Edinburgh and I look forward to our state visit to the United States of America in May 2007 to celebrate the 400th anniversary of the Jamestown settlement. We also look forward to receiving the President of Ghana and Mrs. Kafur. My government remains committed to peace in the Middle East. It will continue to work to find a lasting settlement between Israel and the Palestinians, to support the new Iraqi government in its efforts to build an enduring constitutional settlement, and to assist the government of Afghanistan. My government will work with the United Nations and European Union partners to prevent the spread of weapons of mass destruction, including addressing international concerns over North Korea and Iran, and to promote good governance. My government will continue to work to build an effective and globally competitive European Union, and will also work to strengthen the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. My government will contribute to a modern and inclusive United Nations, and will work to take forward the World Trade Organization's Doha talks. My government will continue its focus on Africa, including by seeking a resolution to the crisis in Darfur. I look forward to visiting Kampala next year for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. My government will work to foster a strong partnership between Europe and the United States of America in order to meet these objectives. Other measures will be laid before you. My Lords and members of the House of Commons, I pray that the blessing of Almighty God may rest upon your councils.